Okay, in this video, you're gonna see everything about this DS650. I picked it up for $1,000 and I'm gonna show you what it took to get it running and driving. Most of you are not subscribed, so if you wanna keep watching the video, go ahead and subscribe. And that way you can see more videos of when I fix up four-wheelers just like this. Or ugly ones like this. Oh my gosh, this one's terrible. Okay, about 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago, I bought this 05 DS650 from the original owner. And I haven't really messed with it. He said it needs a CDI box. And if you guys remember, my other one, the CDI box fried. And you can see right there, there is a hole in that CDI box. So I went ahead and ordered two, Chinese ones off Marketplace, or Amazon rather. And figure maybe we'll throw some brake cleaner in the carburetor, and once we swap the CDIs and see what happens. All right, I figure we'll try the cowl trick. All right, you can't see it here, but underneath this cowl is the original CDI box. I unplugged it and plugged the new one in. Okay. Now I haven't even checked to see if there's spark or anything, but figured let's just do a little something basic. Let's go to the top and see where we get with that. I have the CDI hooked up, and I have a little jump pack on it right now. So we'll take this off, jump in there. See what that does. Well, seemed to have fired up a little bit. Okay, so it seems to run. It ran, however, I have not checked the oil. And let's see. Check the oil up here. Okay, so you can see right here there is a oil reservoir. I just wiped it off. Doesn't look like. Let's double check it here. I don't think there's any oil on it. And of course I spilled it everywhere. Maybe let's just drain the oil. Okay, so after further looking at this four-wheeler, the gas tank was just sitting there. And I noticed it's got some wires chewed on here and there. Looks like some squirrels or some rats got in here. I saw another one. Saw another one up in there somewhere. Now, it looks like this hose, I don't know where the heck this hose goes to or comes from. I think it goes to the gas tank. Yeah, I think it goes to the gas tank because the gas tank doesn't have a vent on the lid. Yeah, it goes right there. So anyways, thing, I'm just gonna go and take this carburetor off. I ordered a carburetor rebuild kit. It's an Amazon one. It's all I could find. I couldn't find a good Mikuni one, which this is the OEM Mikuni carburetor, which is pretty cool. Where, I don't know where you can read it. It's on there somewhere. Oh, you can read it down right in there. Made in Japan. So I'll pop that thing off. And that's the original fuel line. Rock hard. So yeah, we'll pop that off and see what happens. Okay, I spared you with not showing you the boring part. You're taking the carburetor off. This is the original Mikuni. And it looks like this might even be the original fuel line. I tell you what, yeah, it says made in the USA. It's rock hard. One thing that is slightly concerning about this four-wheeler is there's a little bit of dirt and stuff in the intake. So let's just take this carburetor apart and see what happens. I didn't even try and run it with any fuel hooked up. I figured it had been sitting for so long it was gummed up anyways. God, suckers are on there, son. Okay, we got them all busted loose here. Let's see what happens. Dun dun dun. Bunch of junk. Guess we can just let all that sit in there and hopefully it cleans out the varnish. Oh my gosh, look at the freaking main jet. Look how black it is. Actually, that isn't it the main jet? Yeah. All right, so far I got 2 jets out. This one you can see right through. This one is a little teeny tiny hole, and I think that's how it's supposed to be. Okay, so let's see if we can get this. I don't even know how you get that one out. You can see it does have some junk in there, but this is a big enough main jet. You can just do this right here. A little bit of skirt. All right, I'm gonna blow on the fuel line here and see if this float valve works. Yep. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna be all right with our jets here, and we are not going to need this Chinese carburetor kit, hopefully. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. All right, that's working. I don't know what this hole does. Actually, I think that hole goes up here in the vacuum area. I don't want to take it off now because that carburetor cleaner may have potentially swelled that gasket up. So this is the choke. The knob is missing, but it does seem to work. The one other thing I do want to check, I guess another thing I can check is this fuel mixture screw here. 1/2, 1.5, 2.5, 3. 3 turns out, which is kind of a lot. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so everything came out there. There's a screw, spring, a flat washer, and then a rubber O-ring, which this one is just smushed together. So that's how that goes. And I can see through the hole in here. You're not gonna be able to see through that hole, but I can. So we're just gonna call it good. And we're gonna put this baby back in, and we're gonna go 2 out. 1/2, 1/2, 2. Okay, so let's throw these little jets back in. That one doesn't go there. They only go. The only other thing I want to check out is this little, I think it's like a accelerator pump, which probably should do the impact here. Yeah, we got lots of likes because you're in my video.
Yeah, that's why they probably like me.
Yep. Ah!
And that's how I got you
More subscribers?
Uh-huh. So you have to start putting me in your videos.
So this is, I'm talking to the video. So this doesn't come in the kit. It does seem a little brittle, but I think it's gonna be just fine. Now another thing to check is make sure this little orifice right here is spraying. See that? So that's working. That's working. All that's working. Ah! A little bit of brake clean to the face. No biggie. Okay. So nothing was really clogged in the carburetor, other than there's a little bit of junk that I think would have just went right through on the main jet. All right, let's throw the bowl back on and see what happens when we hook it up to the four-wheeler. Okay, so the carburetor's on. I filled up the tank with gas, but let's just make sure we got fuel flow. And we do. So let's put this fuel line back on. Oh man, that is a tight fit. There we go. All right. Now we're on reserve, which means we should be getting fuel into the carburetor. There we go. Now I'm just going to turn it over, see if we can get some oil flowing, pumping. All right, the oil light turned off. So let's try this again. Look at that. It runs. This exhaust has a squeak to it, like a whistle. Pretty cool stuff. I love it. Let's see if it'll fire up again. Think for some reason. Okay, cool stuff. Okay, well now that it's ran, let's check the oil. Oh yeah. You can tell, heck, it might even be a little high. But I'd rather be a little high than a little low. I don't see any water. So I think we can order air filter and a couple parts for this thing. So we definitely need an air filter. And this boot right here is all messed up. And I have one off the other Can-Am that's over there in the other garage. So maybe I'll just rob that off there. I don't think I have an air filter on the other one. Maybe I'll go check real quick. Yeah. Oh wow, there is an air filter. So some parts have came in. We got the new intake boot. The air filter's coming in this afternoon and a fresh battery. I was sweating bullets because I couldn't find a little baggie of these little bolts in there. So anyways, let's take off the seat here, see what happens. How do you even take the seat off? There we go. So that boot, this is, I mean, they still make or sell the OEM ones. This Chinese one looks like it got a little flattened in shipping and whatnot, but I don't think the quality is terrible. Let's go ahead and put this on real quick, see what happens. Okay, so the battery in. Let's turn the gas on. Let's see if this thing will start. Reserve. Definitely wants to be choked here. The choke knob is off. Seems to run pretty good now. All right, everything's hooked back up. We got the heel guards hooked up. Golly, this thing, they just make you use a wrench on the back of everything. On the back of the battery bolts, and then the bolts that hold this on, way up in there. You see that bolt? And that one right there? That's crazy, man. They should have ribbed out of that. Anywho, it's all together. I got the tires put on. The back tires look overinflated, but I'm not sure. I can't find my tire gauge, so for the time being, we're just gonna take it for a little spin the way it is. All right, let's see if the sucker starts up. Now they say that this is the oil pressure light and or coolant light. That you should crank it over till it goes out. Well, that's weird. I have it on do not run, so I guess that doesn't work. Anyways, the light went off instantly. And another thing to note is the neutral light does not work. runs pretty good. It's not as powerful as I thought it would be, but then again, you know, it does have this restricted muffler on it. But I mean, good bike nonetheless. Very iconic, nostalgic of the early 2000s. Pretty sweet four-wheeler. I'm gonna go ahead and take some pictures and post it up on Marketplace.